You've probably seen those TV shows where people buy beat up houses, do some magical renovations, and then suddenly their dream home is complete, and they saved a fortune in the process. But is that really how it works? The truth is, sometimes yes, sometimes absolutely not. In this video, we'll cover the real costs of renovations, the pros and cons of fixer-uppers, financing options like renovation loans, and how to know if you're the kind of buyer who should take on a project or run from it. And if you're looking at homes and wondering whether a fixer-upper could actually be a smart move for you, reach out to us. We'll help you weigh the numbers, the timeline, and the potential so you can make the smartest decision for your goals. First, what is a fixer-upper, really? It's a property that needs significant repairs or updates before it's truly move-in ready. Maybe the kitchen is stuck in the 80s, the bathrooms haven't been touched in decades, or the roof, HVAC, or electrical all need work. Sometimes the home is livable but outdated. Other times, it might not even be safe to occupy without serious repairs. Now, the biggest appeal of a fixer-upper is price. These homes are usually listed for less than comparable move-in ready homes in the same area. Let's take a real example. In Fairfax County, you might see a 3-bedroom move-in ready home listed at $750,000. But just a few streets over, there's a similar home listed at $595,000 because it hasn't been updated since 1992. That $150K gap sounds like a great opportunity, right? But now you have to ask, what's it going to cost you in renovations? Let's say you want to redo the kitchen fully. New cabinets, countertops, appliances, lighting, you're probably looking at $35,000 to $50,000 for a high-quality renovation in this market. A bathroom? Plan on $15,000 to $25,000 each, depending on finishes and plumbing work. Flooring for the entire house? Easily $15,000 to $25,000 more. Roof replacement? Add $12,000 to $18,000 depending on size and materials. And those are just the cosmetic things. If the plumbing or electrical system is outdated, or if you discover mold, foundation issues, or asbestos, now you're deep into the tens of thousands in unexpected costs. And here's the big kicker. Renovation costs are up. Labor costs, materials like lumber and drywall, permits, delays due to back orders, they all add up. So while yes, fixer-uppers can be financially rewarding, they're not always the easy shortcut to a dream home. But let's look at the upside, because there is one. When you buy a fixer-upper, you're gaining something that's really hard to find in today's market: control. You get to choose the finishes, the layout, the cabinets, the floors, the tile in the bathroom. Everything can be tailored to your exact taste. That kind of personalization is something buyers in new construction or already updated homes often don't get. Plus, you build equity fast. If you buy a $550,000 home in need of $100,000 in work, and the post-renovation value is $750,000 or even $800,000, you've created instant equity, which is a smart financial move. That equity can later be used for a HELOC or help you upgrade again down the road. There's also a competitive advantage. In Northern Virginia, especially in counties like Fairfax, Arlington, and Prince William, move-in ready homes go fast and sometimes get 5 to 10 offers. But a fixer-upper, fewer buyers want to take it on. That gives you a little breathing room in negotiations and might mean you don't have to waive all your contingencies. But let's be real. This is not for everyone. You need to be honest with yourself. Are you handy? Do you enjoy home projects? Or do you panic at the idea of managing contractors and permits and design decisions? Do you have a renovation budget on top of your down payment, closing costs, and emergency savings? Can you live in a construction zone? Or are you planning to rent or live elsewhere during the remodel? Financing is another piece of the puzzle. You can't always use a standard mortgage to buy a home in bad condition, but there are loan options designed for this. The FHA 203K loan, for example, wraps both the purchase price and renovation costs into a single loan. Or you might look into Fannie Mae's HomeStyle loan, which offers similar features. These loans have more paperwork and take longer to close, but they can be a great solution if you don't have the full renovation budget upfront. Another option: some buyers work with local renovation companies that specialize in buy now, renovate after closing programs. These groups often pre-inspect fixer-uppers, offer design support, and manage the renovation process for you. Let me share a real-life story. A couple I worked with in Springfield bought a home for $525,000 that needed a ton of work: shag carpet, mirrored walls, the works. They invested about $85,000 in renovations over 6 months and turned it into a $725,000 home. That's a $115,000 equity gain. Not bad at all. But they also lived in a basement apartment for half a year, dealt with contractors ghosting them twice, and had to push their move-in date 3 times. It was worth it in the end, but it wasn't easy. So is buying a fixer-upper worth it? It can be, but only if you walk into it with eyes wide open. Make sure you have the right financing, a realistic renovation budget, a timeline with wiggle room, and a solid team of contractors or designers you can trust. And above all, get a detailed inspection before you make an offer. Know what you're getting into. It might be cosmetic, or it might be a money pit. If you're curious about fixer-uppers currently on the market in Northern Virginia, or you want to explore loan options and renovation partners, I'd be happy to help. Just drop me a message or comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more home buying advice like this. So what do you think? Would you take on a fixer-upper, or are you more of a turnkey, move-in ready kind of buyer? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.